Here to talk about market commentary here for Monday, March 27th. I want to thank you for tuning in. We're going to talk a little bit about what sectors are hot, what are not in the market, and talk a little bit about what's going on with the banks. As you know, the banks were in a lot of turmoil over the last couple of weeks, but are beginning to settle down. And as a result, many of the regional bank stocks are starting to pop rather nicely. They're up about 3 or 4% today. So that is good news, and we continue to see recovery in this market being led by especially the regional banks, and we look for these banks to go back up probably 20% over the next month and a half. I would say even just the next 4 to 5 weeks. So that's one sector that we're in. Well, one of the banks that we like at the present time is Comerica. We think that's going to have a lot of upside here. It used to be a $97 a share stock of only 1 year ago, back in March of 2022. Today it was about $40 at the open today. Right now it's about 42, $43 a share. And so we feel fairly confident being in that sector because Chairman Powell has said that he's not going to raise interest rates for the foreseeable future. That's very important and will help to safeguard everybody in the market, not just the banks, but everything will shine with the fact that interest rates are finally settling down and we can look to see good steady growth in all sectors. Another sector that's doing very well is the chips. When I say the chips, I mean the microchips. And we're playing the high-tech sector area with that, with the triple Qs, offering really good value. Triple Qs are up year to date right now over 16%. That's a decent return. We like that. And we're going to continue to be there. Another sector that we like is I said the banks, the high-tech, and the oils. Now the oils are depressed a little bit. They were back to where they were almost the beginning of the year, and they went up very nicely in January. And then as China postponed coming back out of COVID, the oils began to fade, and they faded over February and March, almost back to their early January levels. But almost every year, no matter what's going on, the oil stocks go up in the spring. Why? They go up because rising demand for travel, whether it's by car or by air, is back in vogue. Also, pretty days lend people to come out, and just even if it's just going out for dinner across town, people will do that when the weather's nicer. So there you have it. Those are three really good sectors that we like. Some of the others are things that are paying good dividends. We're looking very heavily right now at Detroit Edison. Detroit Edison used to be $140 a share, and then with all the rain and freezing rainstorms in the area, the stock has drifted down into, not just 110, it's down around 105. And looking at Detroit Edison in the long run, it's a beautiful stock, and it's selling at a big discount right now. Do you think they're going to have very many more freezing rainstorms coming up over the next several months? I doubt it, now that summer's coming in. And I think it'll be time for recovery for that stock, as they probably will pass on to us all of the repair costs that they've been doing over the last month. So what I'm trying to tell you is now is a good time to be in the market. Now is not the time to be sitting on the sidelines. We think that a lot of this volatility is settling down. It still will be a little volatile. There'll be some profit takers. When things shoot up 10% in 2 or 3 days, your traders are going to come in, take a little bit of profit. But we still think that holding in there for probably the next several months will be the way to go. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. And if you also want a good quote on what kind of stocks to be into for income, because I know many people are taking the early buyouts and they're looking for what kind of a portfolio should I be looking at, give us a call. We'll help put together a portfolio for you, not just in stocks only, but also in good, proven, safe spots such as annuities that are also offering a real bargain at this time. Thank you for tuning in. It's Monday, March 27th. We're looking for some good recovery over the next several weeks and probably the next 2 months. Talk to you soon. Thank you.